Shalom Israel. Our praises and glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, Bashim Rakakwadash, to all the sincere men, a great millstone, and like-minded brothers. Shalom. Our honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught us this truth, and to the sincere Akyam, along with the sisters who hear and believe. Shalom. Quick lesson through the Spirit. Let's go and entitle this one, The Fatness of the Earth, Esau's Consolation. Again, let's grab the meaning of the word consolation.
Wow! I feel good.
Try this app on your Pixel.
Babylon so burn, know yourself. Yeah, consolation. And it says here, the act of consoling, the prize or benefit for the loser. Just like back in the World Cup in 2014 when Brazil played against Germany and Germany won that match 7-1, right? 7-1, right? That one goal that Brazil scored was a consolation goal. Make them feel a little bit better somewhat, because they scored at least a one goal, but that goal, it held no weight. You understand me? I say it held no weight, right? It was a consolation goal, so they lost. You understand me? I say. So yeah, that's what basically the word consolation going in, from the root word console. Yeah. So what happened was that Esau, the so-called white man, received a consolation prize, for being the sore loser of all nations on earth, literally, right? Because he's going to be the only nation that's going to be destroyed off the face of the earth after 1,000 years in a Mashiach's reign. You understand? And that consolation prize was the fatness of the earth. That's his consolation, right? Because, based on prophecy, he still lost anyway, even though he got the whole earth to rule, His blessing that he got from his father Isaac was a consolation. You understand? So the Lord, through Isaac's blessing, gave him the earth to rule it. You know what I mean? But he failed, right? And that deemed him to be an unprofitable ruler, right? So we can just get the account in Genesis 27. Oh, have it here already. Now we can start at verse 30. Start at verse 30. Because what happened was that Rachel dressed up Jacob in goat skin, right? Because Jacob was a smooth man, Esau was hairy, right? So Rachel dressed up Jacob in goat skin, and he went to his father. His father didn't have enough. His senses weren't working because he was of age. He was old, right? So he wasn't able to discern between Jacob and Esau. When Jacob came up to him with wearing the goat skin, right? He knew he could recognize the voice a bit of Jacob, which had him puzzled. But then when he felt the skin, he felt here, so he thought it was Esau, right? So he blessed Jacob, thinking it was Esau. What was set up through all the spirit at the end of the day. It was all set up in the spirit. People will hear that and say, "See, Jacob was a thief. He stole the birthright." It was already prophesied that the elder shall serve the younger, right? It just had to play out. And that was what happened. It played out. Jacob supplanted Esau and got the blessing, right? But yeah, let's read. This is book of Genesis, chapter 27, verse 30. And it says, "And it came to pass as soon as Isaac had made an end of blessing Jacob," so Jacob get the blessing, "and Jacob was yet scarce gone out from the presence of Isaac his father, that Esau his brother came in from hunting. And he also had made savory meat and brought it unto his father, and said unto his father, Let my father arise, and eat of his son's venison, that thy soul may bless me. And Isaac his father said unto him, Who art thou? Who art thou? And he said, I am thy son, thy firstborn, Esau. And Isaac trembled very exceedingly, and said, Who? Where is he that hath taken the venison and brought it me? And I have eaten of all before thou camest, and have blessed him, yea, and he shall be blessed. When Esau heard the words of his father, he cried with a great and exceedingly bitter cry. Who wouldn't? And said unto his father, Bless me, even me also, O my father. So Esau started forgetting them feelings now, you know. And he said, Thy brother came with subtlety and hath taken away thy blessing. And he said, Is not he rightly named Jacob? For he had supplanted me these 2 times. He took away my birthright, and behold, now he hath taken away my blessing. And he said, Hast thou not reserved a blessing for me? Yeah, and the name Jacob in the Hebrew is Yaquab, which means supplanter, right? To supplant. You understand? So him live up to him name. Verse 37, And Isaac answered and said unto Esau, Behold, I have made him thy lord, and all his brethren have I given to him for servants, and with corn and wine have I sustained him. And what shall I do unto thee, my son? And Esau said unto his father, Hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him. So Isaac did this through the spirit. He was like, okay, fine, I'll bless him, right? And it shows, what's beautiful about this is that it shows Isaac's authority, right, through the spirit. You know, the Lord favored Isaac. So Isaac was able to pronounce a blessing upon his sons. This is beautiful. But let's see what Esau got. And Isaac his father answered him and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and of the dew of heaven from above. That's the point. And by thy sword shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother, and it shall come to pass, when thou shalt have the dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. I know that came into fruition during the Renaissance period, right? That's why everything whitewashed now, even the original paintings of the apostles and the Messiah. But yeah, that's another topic. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, The days of mourning for my father are at hand, then I will slay my brother Jacob. You see? So that's it. He vowed to slay his brother Jacob. And you see, he has that perpetual hatred towards his brother, and he came down, in his lineage from ever since, and it has manifested itself throughout history. The 70 AD period, the genocide of the so-called Native Americans, which is the northern tribes, the tribe of Gad and Reuben, the massacres and the brutality of the so-called Negroes, which is the Southern Kingdom, from the slave ships coming all the way over here, waged war with Issachar, the so-called Mexicans, and took all of North America for themselves, the best lands in North America. Esau has a very hefty bill that he won't be able to pay off. So in the eyes of Yahweh, or Yahweh Shai, the best solution is to purge this virus from off the earth. Hey, let's get Obadiah. Salakia. All right. Obadiah, it's just one book. The Lord condemned and sum up Esau with one book. You can start at verse 17, and it says, it's getting to the point, But upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance, Israel, and there shall be holiness, and the house of Jacob shall possess their possession. So we have all of Esau's substances. You know what I mean? And there shall be holiness, because we're going to have the law, statutes, and commandments in our inwards. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble. What does flame and fire does when it come in contact with stubble? It burn it, and they shall kindle them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord hath spoken it. Exactly. So you see, that's his future. That's his future. And verse 10 reiterates why. Why? For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. Ever. You see? The Lord will give him that smoke. You know what I mean? Now is it a good time for coming from Esau's lineage? Because that's your future. That's it, that's your future. Right? And you have our people right now in a very sorry state, you know? And other nations they're beginning to realize that he's the problem. You understand? He created strife among the Middle East and used it as a way to steal resources. He formed ISIS. He divided, from what I learned from my brother, he's the reason why North Korea and South Korea are divided. Yeah, he's the reason. You know what I mean? He set up puppet rulers in inferior nations, to have his way, right? And right now people are getting ready to suffer food shortages because of his wicked agenda that he has. He's going to use it as a strategy to push the MOTB. You know what I mean? This man is wicked, yo. Wicked. Quick scripture, Proverbs 29:2. All right, Proverbs 29 and verse 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. That's what's happening now, mourning, and it's gonna get worse. When things like famine pop off and crime and violence increase. Like you see, if the law, statutes, and commandments were governing the earth right now, the earth would flourish. Even food, right? Harvesting would be done properly, because there's also a land Sabbath. Yeah, the earth is alive. It's vibrant and alive, right? But there's a time when you're supposed to rest the land so it can replenish, right? Here it is, this devil got one speck in the universe to rule, and he made a very big mess out of it, you know? And to top that off, the earth is Yahweh's footstool. That's what the scripture say. The earth is his footstool and heaven is his throne. You know what I mean? And Esau broke the footstool. The Lord lended me for a while, and he broke it. And it's filthy. You understand what I say? So, when the Lord raised up Israel in perfection, the footstool will be taken from him by force. And we're going to fix it, and we're going to clean it. You know what I mean? That's why the scripture saying in Daniel 7. The saints shall what? What are they going to do? The saints shall take the kingdom. Daniel 7 and 18. Daniel 7 and 18, yeah. See? Just getting to the point. But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever. See? Simple and easy. So we're going to take it. Go take the kingdom. Not ask Esau, can you please give us the rulership? Hand over the rulership to us, Esau. No, we're going to use austerity and force. Starting with Yahushai. You understand? We're going to be burning. We're going to be purging. You know what I mean? Then we're going to refresh the earth. We'll show them how to rule. You know what I mean? We'll show them how to rule. Esau was just a demonstration of how not to rule. And we've learned through his ways how not to rule. So yeah, we'll show them how to rule, man. Brothers are going to be, setting up. We're going to get planets, galaxies. In my father's house, there are many mansions, We haven't forgotten that. So we're going to have other planets. We're going to build civilizations, or we're going to do it over and over again. You know what I mean? Brother's going to be getting planets. You know what I mean? Imagine one man have a planet for populate. So he's going to He's gonna fix up that planet. He's gonna have farming going on. He's gonna establish, he's gonna build structures. You know what I mean? Hey, we're gonna show them how to rule. You know what I mean? We're gonna show them how to build a kingdom up in righteousness where everything will flourish. You know what I mean? Our wives will be happy, our children will be happy. You know what I mean? After hardcore bondage and Esau get wiped off of the earth, our servants will be happy. Or they're gonna be tributaries. You know what I mean? And we're gonna allow them to have a certain amount of substance, and they're gonna bring 1/10 of it to us. They're gonna pay tithes because we're gonna keep the laws. So listen, Esau, he ain't ready. His rulership is whack, you know, and the Lord soon get him out of here. It's only a matter of time. We can't wait. Kalalali Abashimi Shai, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Shalom. Get him out of here.